Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm Keith. One of my previous videos I mentioned that I was keto. I've been keto since October 2017 and I stayed keto because I absolutely love the diet. I feel good. I might as well say it, I'm 61 years old and I feel good. So I've just stuck with the diet. But anyway, in case some of you are interested or researching keto, keto is a low carbohydrate, high fat diet, healthy fat diet, but it's higher in fat. Your protein is the same. We all need a certain amount of protein per day, and that stays the same. The only change is carbohydrates you lower, healthy fats you raise. And there's some important parts to this that you need to know. One is the fats. That's the most important part. You must consume healthy fats, whole food healthy fats. Not corn oil, not soybean oil. Those oils are no good. They're high in omega-6, which is inflammatory. And this diet, you want it to be inflammatory. So you have to become a label reader. Look at the labels. Every single thing that you purchase to consume, look at the labels. You're going to find that there's a lot of hidden things in those labels. But there's three categories on those labels that you need to be concerned with. One is carbohydrate, one is protein, and one is fat. And where that fat's coming from is another one. But you got to keep the carbs down. You don't want sugar of any kind, and you don't want pastas, and you don't want breads, and you don't want grains. Okay? The carbohydrates that you do consume need to be green leafies like kale, spinach, other vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, celery is another great one. So you can eat, of those vegetables I just named off, you can eat almost as much as you want of those. Okay? Now when you look at the labels, those carbs you've got to keep track of, 20 grams or less per day is the recommended amount of carbs for a keto diet. And the lower you keep those carbs, the faster you're going to lose weight. Because instead of burning carbohydrates as fuel, you're going to switch and convert over to ketones, which is burning fat for fuel. It's amazing. And most Americans right now walking around are carbohydrate fuelers. You want to be a ketone fueler, a fat fueler. And you can do that easily by lowering your carbohydrates, and then your body will deplete the carbohydrates. And once those are depleted, it will automatically switch over to ketones, which is burning fat. You have no choice in the matter. Once you run out of glucose that's stored in your muscles and stored in your liver, you will burn that off. You will switch and go into ketosis. And you'll know when you do, because your energy levels, for one, are going to rise significantly, and your weight's going to start coming off. Keep the carbs low and consume healthy fats. Remember, I hate to keep repeating myself, but read the labels. They sneak stuff in all the time, but you don't want any sugars. Okay? So my macros, you need to find out your macros, and I'm going to leave a link below where you can click and go put in your parameters, and it'll tell you your macros for the day. And macros are the amount of carbs, the amount of protein, and the amount of fat that you should be consuming per day, roughly. Mine are, I keep it down around 15 grams of carbohydrates per day, because I like being a higher level of ketosis. My protein is roughly 90 grams per day of protein. So you can divide that up into 30, 30, 30 if your numbers are 90 for protein. Or I eat more protein in my breakfast and my lunch, and then I have more of a carbohydrate smoothie in the evening. Kale, spinach, cauliflower, broccoli, celery, olive oil, coconut oil. But that's me. You can do it however you want, but I'm telling you, you won't go hungry. You're going to be perfectly happy on this. And once you lose all your weight, you can go back to your standard American diet. But I didn't because I feel so much better. Anyway, I wanted to give you an idea of some of the healthy fats, because that's where you have trouble. Like, you're going to eat eggs, but let me get back to my macros. You want to be less than 20 grams of carbohydrate. I am 90 grams of protein. My fat is 200 grams of fat. So you have to consume something or get in some fats that are just pure fat, saturated fat, healthy fats, natural food fat. You can eat your eggs, which I do every day. I eat 4 eggs every single day. But an egg's roughly 6 grams protein, only 5 grams of fat. So you're not gaining anywhere. So you have to add with your meal. So every time I cook my eggs with extra virgin coconut oil. And it's cold pressed, which means there's no heat involved in getting this oil. It's organic and it's cold pressed, and when you smell it, it has a coconutty smell to it. If you get coconut oil and it has no smell, that's not the coconut oil you want. You want extra virgin, or not extra, I'm sorry, but virgin coconut oil that's cold pressed, and it's delicious. I put a tablespoonful or more in my skillet to fry my eggs or scramble them or make my omelet, whatever. So I use this, I get this all 3 meals, a tablespoon, one way or the other. Whether I put it in my coffee or whether I put it in my skillet with my eggs, and then at lunchtime I'll put it in with whatever I make for my lunch. If it's a hamburger patty or whatever, I'll put it in there. That's coconut oil. It's your friend, okay? It's your buddy. That'll help you get your fat boosted up. My second thing I use every day is olive oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. You can get organic, or I just buy the plain olive oil. And it's pure fat. If you look at the label, you'll see 14 grams of fat per tablespoon. 14 grams. That's awesome. That helps you get up there. There's no protein. There's no carbohydrate. So it's just fat. Put it on your salads. Mix it with some vinegar. Whatever you have to do. But put it on your salads or in your smoothies. I don't have any. It's in the refrigerator, but my butter it's real butter. Eat real butter, not margarine. Margarine's an omega-6. It's an inflammatory. You don't want it. You want anti-inflammatory, which is real butter. Remember, they told us that stuff was bad. Well, they were wrong. It's not. If you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker, heavy whipping cream, not the other creamers that are out there. They're fake, and they're either soybean oil or there's something else, and it's not good. It's an inflammatory oil. This is real fat. This is saturated fat, natural fat, heavy whipping cream. Put that in your coffee, and it's delicious. I love it. My breakfast, I'm addicted to it. I get up every morning. It's my number 1 meal. Another thing that is my friend is the old avocado. This little guy right here, I never even tried until I got married to my Filipina, Pearl. And she turned me on to these. And the first time I tasted them, I thought, can't handle this. But I kept tasting, kept trying. And now I can't live without these little green monsters. Lots of fat. This avocado right here is roughly 24 grams of fat. And they're medium chain triglycerides. We're not going to get into this in depth. It's too complex. I've really researched keto. These are your friend. Eat these 1 a day. I put a half in my smoothie, and I eat 1 with my breakfast every morning. A half, I'm sorry. 1 per day. That'll help you. Especially 25 grams of fat. That helps. Between the olive oil, the avocado, the coconut oil, and now something I just recently found is these sardines right here. I buy them at Costco. I'll read you the label. Total fat 12 grams. Perfect. And the fats there is omega-3s fats in this. That's the tough one to get. There's only a handful of fish that have high levels of omega-3s. Salmon, but they're mostly farm raised, and that's not good for you. These are wild caught, sustainable, you know, in the ocean, Atlantic. Getting back to the omega-3s in fish, mackerel, sardines, tuna, and salmon. Those are the 4 I can come up with off the top of my head. And I'm afraid of most of those because of the mercury levels and farm raised. So, and I had other sardines I was eating and couldn't stand them. I had to smother them in mustard and just choke them down. And I tried these, and I'm a tuna lover. I love tuna. These, to me, taste a lot like tuna. And I can eat these right out of the can. They're delicious. All right, so I told you about the avocado. Sardines, another big oil. Now, you'll get some protein with these sardines, 22 grams. So it's not like it's a fat that's going to gain you in fat. You're going to actually have a deficit. But these are an excellent source of omega-3s. But the coconut oil and the olive oil and the avocado are your friends. And let me tell you something. If you eat the same amount of protein per day, what you need, what your body needs, you never raise it, you never lower it to lose weight, ever. That stays the same. The carbohydrate, you want to lower it. Now, you can eat all the kale, all the spinach you pretty much want. That's not going to hurt you because they're very low on the glycemic table. Spinach and kale are hardly any carbs at all. And celery. Watch out with the carrots. If you want to put a half a carrot in, that's fine, but they kind of step up there. But the heavy whipping cream, olive oil, coconut oil, and the avocado, and butter, real butter. Well, I hope this helped you out. And find those macros, and I'll put the site below that you can click on and put your information in. They want your age, your sex, how active you are, your weight, and then they'll put a maintenance level that you need to do your macros. They'll put in whether you want to be 10% deficit to lose weight slowly or even lower and lower. So I think you'll find it handy. I did. I know when I first started keto, I was lost, absolutely lost. I didn't know what to eat, what's healthy to eat. Well, basically, it's meat. You know, the protein, that doesn't change, whether it's hamburger, chicken, fish, lamb, you know, the list goes on and on. That's your protein. You know, you get some fats out of that so you can deduct that from your daily fat intake. But the hard part for me was the fats, healthy fats. And these are it. So, well, I hope I see you again. There'll be more videos. And please like, share, and subscribe. And comment. If you have any questions, put them in there. I'm not that busy just yet on this channel. We're just getting started. But I'll be happy to get back with you and help you out in any way I can. I have studied this from one end to the other. But y'all take care and come back and see us. Bye.